So we're up here at Livernois Motorsports getting ready to dyno this thing, but I want to do a little modification before we get started. The 2.7 Bronco is known for oiling pretty bad through the PCV system. We'd like to try to keep everything as clean as possible because on this we don't have any port fuel injection to clean off the intake valves. So I'm going to go ahead and take this stock hose off, and I flew up here with a big pile of JLT, old JLT oil separator parts, and then Holbrook Motorsports hooked me up with a couple PCV elbows. Has to be 90-degree elbows to work on the Bronco over here, but I'm going to cobble a little homo kit together until I can get the new J&L OSC separator, which I'm sure will mount right here and be cool, but for now let's just cut up some hoses and see what works. So I know you guys probably can't see this, but if you look inside this connector here, there's already a little bit of oil coming out of the PCV system on the factory setup. So get that catch can in there and hopefully prevent this from making its way onto the intake valves. So here's what we came up with. We added a little bit more to the spaghetti monster under the hood, but this will work. It's just hanging out here on top of the oil filter cap. But we're going to run this thing from Michigan to South Carolina. That's about 700 miles. It has about 106 on it right now. So see how much oil this thing collects. I'm sure this will be 9 million degrees when I go to check it. You're going to find an OBS bed. Why are you slowing down for that speed bump? I want to slow down to not hit you. All right, we've been running our little homebrew oil separator kit for about 1,000 miles now. drove from Michigan down to South Carolina to get home. One thing we did change before I left Michigan though is this fitting. It was a straight fitting like on this side. We did switch that out to a 90 degree just to keep this hose here from being kinked. And you can see I gopped on a lot of pipe dope, and it doesn't look good, but at least we know that fitting's sealed, so I can take care of that sometime in the future. But for now, I want to see how much this thing's actually collected. I know the 2.7s, they oil quite a bit. I don't know about the 3 liters that much. I haven't been checking up on like the Explorer STs. One thing I can say that these threads are a lot smoother, so there's some, I can see some oil in those. But as far as in the can itself, not a lot. You can see a little bit down at the bottom. At that angle there, you can see it. So, a few milliliters, but not a whole lot. But you know what? At least that is not on my intake valves, or, well, it wouldn't be stuck in the intercooler. This actually goes in right behind the throttle body. But it's better than being on the intake valve. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this thing back on. We'll keep letting it ride. See how much more we collect. I know it depends on driving style and everything. Most of this was put on as highway mileage. There was some dyno pulls on it though, so we do have that, and there's definitely going to be some more dyno pulls in the future, and I can get a little aggressive with the throttle here and there. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. In the meantime, I talked to Jay over at J&L Oil Separator Company, and formerly JLT, where this came from. Their new style, their 3.0 style catch cans are a lot bigger and a little bit improved on the top end. He tells me they're already working with a kit for the 3 liter in the Bronco. So as Bronco Raptor people will be able to just pick that up. He's going to send us one when he gets it ready, and we'll test that out. And I'm sure whatever he comes up with will be a lot better fitting and more functional than what I've come up with. But this is better than nothing, and way better than riding around getting oil coked all over your intake valve. So I'm going to call this one a win, and I hope you guys learned something here. And as always, head over to SVTPerformance.com for all the latest news, reviews, and information on your favorite Ford-powered vehicle. That's where you're going to find all our coverage on this Bronco Raptor, and believe me, we've got a lot more coming. I've got a pile of parts sitting in the shop for this thing like you wouldn't believe, and we're going to have it all installed and featured over on SVTPerformance.com and the SVT Performance YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff, notification bell. You know the YouTube stuff. Just do that, and you won't miss out on anything.